Pastor's Note for June 4th, 2026. Countywide Mass and Picnic. Reminder that Mass times next weekend, June 13-14, are changed. You can find the Mass schedule at whatcomcatholic.org/Mass, and an explanation in last week's Pastor's Note, which is linked in the show notes. Ordinations on Saturday. This Saturday, Father Tyler and I will be heading down to Seattle to celebrate the ordination of 2 new priests, one for our archdiocese and the other for St. Martin's Abbey in Lacey. You can find the event details at a link in the show notes. If you cannot drive down to Seattle and would like to watch the ordination online, you can click a link in the show notes. Both ordinands have Bellingham connections. Soon-to-be Father Simon Stair did his Clinical Pastoral Education, CPE, rotation at Peace Health St. Joseph during the summer of 2024, while living with Father Moore at Assumption. Soon-to-be Father Damien Joseph Raffin, OSB, was a student at Western in the early to mid-2010s and actively participated in the Newman Center. He comes to visit Bellingham regularly, usually to serve as the godfather for some of his Western friends. First Communions. We also have our First Communions in Bellingham this Saturday. We are so proud of all our First Communion children in Bellingham, as well as the children in our other county churches who have received their First Communions over the last few months. I am sorry that I personally have been unable to celebrate most of these First Communions, including the ones this Saturday. We are already 2 years into Partners in the Gospel, but there are many basic functions, like avoiding calendar conflicts, that we are still struggling to figure out. We appreciate your patience as we continue to improve. Upcoming staff changes. In conjunction with the end of the fiscal year on June 30th, we are making the following internal staff changes. 1. Dr. Mabalot to Regional Director of Liturgy and Music. Dr. Mabalot, currently the Director of Liturgy and Music at Assumption, will now serve the entire county. He will continue to serve as the Chief Accompanist at Assumption on the weekends. We are still negotiating the specifics of his job description, but his regional responsibilities generally include creating the county-wide liturgical calendar and carrying out liturgies that cover more than one church community, helping me create procedures for our liturgical ministers and to carry out trainings, and coordinating our disparate choir directors. 2. Lorena Duarte to Executive Assistant for Clergy. Lorena, currently location manager for St. Joseph in Linden and St. Peter, will move to the Executive Assistant for Clergy. In this role, she will manage all of the priests' calendars, will ensure we have priests at all of our liturgies, and will arrange meetings with and for priests. The contact information for requesting a meeting with a priest remains the same: priests@whatcomcatholic.org. 3. Liliana Marshall to Location Manager at St. Joseph and St. Peter. Liliana, formerly the Executive Assistant for Clergy, will move to the Location Manager position for St. Joseph Linden and St. Peter. In this role, she will be the face of these 2 communities, supporting all of our different groups and volunteers and providing reception services in the Linden office. Liliana will continue to spend 1 day each week providing Spanish language support for the Bellingham Faith Formation programs. The next major staff change will be to carve out employee time to serve as the Regional Director of Communication. We want to have a unified bulletin, a better website, and minimal presence on social media. We may also work to unify reception across the county, freeing our location managers to do more specialized work like communications or event planning.